The finale of Season 6 of Outlander aired over a month ago, and the circumstances in which it wrapped within just 8 episodes left audiences perplexed. Despite the length, quite a lot happened this season, but fans felt as if a number of things were missing. One of these was the exclusion of certain characters in the story. Phaedre, played by Natalie Simpson, was one such character that fans hoped to see but wasn't there. First, we have Natalie Simpson not being available for the role anymore. If there's one character that fans were looking forward to seeing more of in Season 6 of Outlander, it's Phaedre. First seen in Season 4, she was described as being Jocasta's body slave and maid. Her character had a significant role in the events of the 6th book of the series, A Breath of Snow and Ashes. She was introduced when a letter was sent to Claire, leading to a side plot between Bonnet and Brianna. Surprisingly, Phaedre wasn't seen in Season 6 at all, even though Jocasta and Duncan Innes appeared regularly. It felt like she had just vanished from the show without a trace. The characters were pretending like she didn't exist. This seemed to confuse fans a lot. Well, it turns out that Natalie simply wasn't available for the role anymore. According to IMDb, another project she was part of was in production around the same time Season 6 of Outlander was being filmed. This probably created a scheduling conflict for her, so she dropped out of the show to work on the film instead. Such problems often arise for actors who are working on more than one project a year. There are countless examples of this. Kate Jackson, for instance, was supposed to star in 1979's Kramer vs. Kramer, but dropped out because she had to work on the show Charlie's Angels. The role was later played by Meryl Streep, who ended up winning an Oscar for it. So it doesn't really come as a surprise if this happens in the present day. Scheduling conflicts are generally the most important reason why an actor or an actress is unable to join a show they've been working on in the past. Second, the writers of the show pulled forward her storyline. There's another reason that could have possibly led to Natalie not being part of Season 6. After paying close attention to the individual storylines for characters, fans also seem to have this figured out. If we look at the 6th book, we see that Phaedre is part of the side plot that includes Brianna being kidnapped by Bonnet. This was seen happening in the 5th season. A reason why the writers did this was that Ed Spielers, who plays Bonnet, wasn't going to be available during the filming of Season 6. Hence, they pulled the storyline forward to avoid disorderliness later. If noticed closely, Phaedre wasn't part of that storyline either. This makes sense because the writers had already decided to pull forward Bonnet's side plot. Natalie's schedule wouldn't comply with the filming of Season 6 anyway, so there was no use in keeping her character in this season. Plus, keeping the first reason in mind, even if the writers did want to keep her in the 6th season, she'd already been busy working on her other project, so it would have been impossible either way. Next, Dougal Mackenzie's possible return in the upcoming season. With characters like Phaedre no longer part of the show, it's possible to see others rejoining. By others, we mean those characters who were part of the earlier seasons but left or were killed off. One of these includes Scottish actor Graham McTavish. He's previously known for his roles in The Hobbit and The Witcher. In the first 2 seasons of Outlander, he played Dougal Mackenzie, the chief of the Mackenzie clan. He ended up dying in the Season 2 finale when tensions arose between him and the lead couple, Claire and Jamie. As the show seems to be coming to an end after Season 7 or 8, some fans think Graham will definitely return to the show. We know that sounds impossible, but hear us out. He might not necessarily return as Dougal because the character's dead, but maybe as some other person. Fans who've paid close attention to the first 2 seasons will remember that Dougal and Gaelis had an illegitimate son. This was Buck Mackenzie, and what's even more interesting is that he was one of Roger Mackenzie's direct ancestors. Some fans are speculating that Buck's storyline will be explored in depth in the upcoming seasons and a different actor would be playing an older version of him. This could very likely be Graham. Others are uncertain about the addition in Season 7 because no announcement has been made of Graham being part of the cast. They believe if an 8th season happens, he'll probably be part of that, but there could have been hidden additions to the cast too. After all, not every detail gets announced beforehand, and the show's currently in production. Recently, Digital Spy interviewed Graham regarding this. When asked about whether he'd return to the series, he said he's not sure at the moment. His character is part of the book 7 and 8 though. Graham joked by saying that actors are usually the last to know whether they'll be working on the same show again or not. So maybe that's an indirect tease for his return? But again, we can't be fully sure. While fan theories do provide a lot of insights into possibilities, they can't always be accurate. Guess we'll find out eventually. Now time for some other related news. Also, some information has been revealed about the production of Season 7. Not everything has been revealed about the production of Season 7 yet, but we do know for sure that it began just recently in April. This means it could possibly wrap up completely by fall 2022 or even earlier. If you think about it, that isn't such a long wait, so sit back, relax, and enjoy something else in the meantime. The interesting thing is that stars didn't reveal about the season itself. It was Sam Heughan who posted a photo on Twitter confirming it. This proved to be a great source of joy for fans as they expressed their amusement in the comments and co-tweets. After all, everyone knows how good it feels when their favorite show gets renewed for a new season. So, keeping this in mind, we think it's safe to say that Season 7 will likely come out sometime near the end of this year or early next year. Sometimes shows even premiere at a time when all the episodes aren't fully complete, so that possibility can occur as well. Next, lead actress Catriona Balfe reveals how she thinks the series will end. With so much curiosity among fans about how the show Outlander will eventually end, Catriona decided to give us some hints about it in an interview. She said that she'd very much like Claire and Jamie to depart, but as hurtful as that sounds, we're sure she didn't mean it in a sad or violent way. Think something less dramatic than Romeo and Juliet, but more satisfying. In short, she just wants their story to end in a peaceful way. Catriona even went on to joke about their characters turning into turtles or something so they can live on for years or become immortal, as magic does exist in the world of Outlander. Finally, she said that Diana Gabaldon has already informed Sam about Jamie's ending in the series, and hopefully she'll find out about hers too soon enough. Now, we can't be sure if she's telling the truth here because if Sam knows his character ending, it's very likely that Catriona knows about hers as well because, after all, she is the lead actress in the show. But one may never know. It's possible that she may have hinted at the ending in this interview correctly, but only time will tell whether this was true or not. Lastly, Sam Heughan confirms that an Outlander prequel show is in the works. Recently, it was revealed by Variety that Outlander will have its own prequel series, also based on Diana Gabaldon's books. The executive producer of the show, Matthew Roberts, will be working on it. Right now, it seems to be in the pre-production stages because we don't know much, but Sam might have given out some important information. In an interview with Esquire, he confirmed that his character won't be in the prequel series, meaning he won't star in it either. He says it will focus on older generations instead, such as Jamie's parents, ages before he was born. There is a possibility that a young Jamie could be shown after their marriage, but he can't play that role. Or can he? It is Outlander after all, a show about time travel. It's too early to make predictions about the storyline right now, but Diana Gabaldon teased fans with the revelation that it'll be primarily about Ellen Mackenzie, Jamie's mother. As we get more information about this series in the upcoming months, we can focus on Season 7 of Outlander for now, something that's definitely confirmed and will soon be wrapping up. And that's a wrap for this video. What did you think of Phaedre's exclusion from Season 6 of Outlander? Do you agree with these reasons? Let us know in the comments below. Do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell notification for similar videos. See you in the next one.